TV in the streets with a TV, man, the one who made history, man. You know, we used to break down the YSL trial, man. Well, guess what, man? Y'all, it's a bit more the same difference, y'all. This a bit more. You listen, all that stuff that they've been talking about, they don't out of towners, they don't know what's going on, man. I'm about to tell you exactly what's going on. A bit more the same. Wiretaps, man. They talking more wiretaps around here, man. And everybody know that's scary business. We seen the last time Rico came through with the wiretaps, how ugly it got. Now they saying it's another rapper being targeted, but does that surprise anybody in Atlanta that basically the rap game is over? Finito. You might as well pack it all the way up, man. Go and pack it up, man. You hear me? This is the rap game. These are the rappers in the rap game right now, man, behind me. They getting up out of there, man. And I'm about to show y'all exactly why, because guess what? Let's just get right to it. Let's just get right to it, y'all. The streets been talking, and I'm about to go right to everything that's being said. We're gonna start with shout out to TMZ. I don't know how they be getting the exclusive, the whoop-dies and all that, y'all, but they get it every time. And we're gonna start off with that, and then we're gonna walk it backwards. How about that? Streets been talking.
Little nigga, the streets is talking.
The streets is talking. An 11-year-old. Investigators say the deadly shooting of the innocent children stemmed from a bitter gang rivalry. Channel 2's Tom Regan joining us now live in Southwest Atlanta, where that shooting happened last July.
Yeah, Karen, as you can remember, the shooting of these 3 children shocked and saddened this entire community. Atlanta police vowed to track down those responsible, and after an investigation that spanned many months and included wiretapping, they made these arrests.
These individuals that we have shown indiscriminately opened fire on that apartment complex, resulting in these 3 children getting injured and killed.
Police say the 7 men arrested are gang members who were in the midst of a turf rivalry when they shot and killed 2 13-year-old children, including Lamont Freeman, as they celebrated his birthday July 2nd.
The overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear.
Investigators say the gang rivalry that led up to the shooting was sparked by an Atlanta-based rapper.
Decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings.
We obtained the arrest warrant. It states the string of homicides started with a shooting and a Lil Baby rap video. Investigators say the gunfire that resulted in the children's deaths was a gang retaliation orchestrated by phone by someone behind bars.
There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas.
Some who live in the neighborhood welcome news of the arrest, but doubt it'll stop gang violence.
Shooting is not a problem. It's the people that come into the community that doesn't reside here. But, I mean, it's messed up what's going on.
The Atlanta office of the FBI assisted APD in this lengthy and very complicated investigation. We're told that 5 of those who were arrested were already in jail on other charges. Live in Southwest Atlanta, Tom Regan, Channel 2 Action News.
Now, we are watching this live, and I thought I was tripping, but I had to go back and listen to it again when she said the shooting is not a problem. What? Let's get right on into this next clip, man. Shout out to TMZ. I don't know how they do what they do when they do it, but we're gonna walk this thing backwards. Let me see. Get that off the screen. Let's get right back to the content. Let's get right straight into it. I want to show y'all this clip real quick. So they done went and picked up some people, right? Now, they just said basically who they targeting, and it's not just one individual. They're looking for a certain individual who they believe is behind all this. Now, this is what I want to talk about. Being a rapper, making rap music, does it make you responsible for the things that actually goes on in the street? Now, that's to be up for debate. But what's interesting is this wiretap that done got 7 people indicted. Now, we're going to go to this old clip because a lot of people don't know that all of this stems from something that happened about 9 months ago. But let's go to the TMZ footage that came out around that time where you can actually hear alleged shots being let off. And we're going to react live.
What the fuck?
Boom. Here we go. We got action, y'all. Double tap. So this is footage that came out. I don't know if it is where they say it is, but they saying this is the actual footage sent in. You know, TMZ usually don't miss. Now, you can hear shots being let off, and then in a minute, you're going to hear this person, whoever recorded, basically talking through the whole thing that's going on, and you're going to hear basically, I want you to see as well, you're going to see somebody walk across the stream, and it looks like there might be law enforcement, but we don't know. But let's break it all down and let's get through it. Let's get straight to it.
Where you at?
Boom. There you go. Look at old school right there coming through. Like he got a little, what that is, a little 9. That's like a little 9. Kind of, it's a big guy, yeah, allegedly. It's a big guy, but allegedly something's going on. Let me see.
He's gone. You can put it up. He gone.
Where the fuck at?
I can stop right here and watch the whole time, bro. Hey, the real smooth, bro. Real smooth, bro. Them like they shoot their own video the whole time they were plotting on their ass.
P what he just said, and then boom. He thinking it's over with. He thought it was over with. But Pete, what he just said, he said they were acting like they were shooting their own video and whoop-de-whoop happened. Now listen to what is about to happen next. Hit that like button by double tapping the screen as soon as you come in. If you're new to the vibes, go ahead and subscribe. It's Sweet TV, in the streets with it TV, and we got breaking news right now.
Yeah, he's shooting it. Tom, get your ass up.
I'm getting down like they tell you in the military.
Man, what I don't know what's going on, man. These folks obviously hearing shots, they watching everything go down, recording. You got one dude say he jumping down like he in the military, and I'm guessing the dude that we just seen go across the screen might have been what we just heard. That definitely wasn't nothing with rapid fire, you know. So that sounded about like a 9.
He that blacking, man. Them boys gone, man. He's shooting at nobody.
Nah, it was just a nigga on the side of that wall with a stick, though.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Allegedly. Let me get the. Now, which one is it? Was it? He said he's shooting at nobody. Then he said, well, hold on. It was somebody on the other side of that wall with a stick. If you don't know what a stick is, that would be a rifle, y'all. That would definitely be a rifle. So what is going on in this video? We don't know, but we did see these, you know what I'm saying? Whatever was chopping and knocking chunks out the brick, you know what I'm saying? Might have been rifle activity, you know what I'm saying? Now that I'm looking, That yeah, you know, I don't think that 9 was knocking out the paint out the brick. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know, y'all. Everything is alleged. Fair use is definitely in effect. Let's get to it.
You get the fuck out the way.
You can hear somebody in the background screaming, "Lock my door!" On God, better hurry up and lock all of those for sure.
Some in a white car, got down there and started shooting back up at them.
They went from saying that nobody was behind the wall, then you can hear somebody in the background saying he unalive now. You know he unalive. Let's play that back one more time. If you're new to the vibes, go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah, they was in a white car. They stopped down at the cut right there and let loose.
Now, if you're not familiar with the cut, you know what I'm saying? We on the stuff. We got cuts everywhere. The cut is usually the shortcut. The cut is definitely short for shortcut. That's gonna get you to the store. You know what I'm saying? Through the you know what I'm saying? So you ain't gotta walk the long way. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like the city where, you know what I'm saying, you can't, everything just blocked up. Sometimes you got, you know what I'm saying, streets. You got to walk through the cut. So basically what they were saying, somebody slid through the cut. Sound like somebody definitely slid through the cut and got active. And we back active. If you're new to the channel, double tap. Let's get the likes up.
Huh? Yeah.
So when he say they sitting right there in the plaza, what a plaza is basically like, let's say like in your grocery store. You know how when you go to your favorite grocery store, it got the little other accent stores around it. That whole parking lot, we gonna call that a plaza. You know what I'm saying? So when he said he was sitting in the plaza, allegedly he might have seen a little, y'all, we don't know, y'all, but let's be honest, man. The police done did the police work, and they done got some folk locked up, and we about to break down his whole entire situation.
Man, you were coming back with your enough artillery down there.
All right, boom. All right, so that's where we going next. Man, y'all telling me y'all couldn't even see. It's all good. It's all good because y'all probably shouldn't have seen that anyway. But get what? We about to get right back to it. Now, we got a chance to hear it. We don't know, allegedly, that might have been the scene of the incident. But now let's get to actually what took place. Now, as I already said, we got breaking news. Nobody's mentioned it, but wiretaps are involved in this situation to these people who done got picked up. You got 7 individuals picked up on this incident. You know what I'm saying? It ain't sound like that many things going off, but you already know how the game go. If you knew something about something and you ain't come up, this is an easy way to get caught up in the situation. You could have been a driver. You could have been a person who house they ran to. Anyway, the city is in the uproar, and as we seen in the last coming days of the YSL trial, Atlanta PD is not playing with rappers, man. I don't know how Lil Baby name came up. I'm not sure, but we about to get to the bottom line. We about to get to everything that's been coming out in the city.
Search for whoever shot 3 people during rapper Lil Baby's music video shoot. This shooting happened near the Grammy-winning performer's set just after 5:30 last night on Verbena Street. Officials say one person was hit in the arm, another in the neck, a third in the back, all while they are expected to survive. Police say the shooting may be part of a bigger problem of gang activity in this area. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers.
Now,
some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how we doing this type of tacos, baby. Pull up, baby.
now, boom. I wanted to show y'all this part because this is exactly like. I'm trying to figure like how did Lil Baby linked up to this? Not only they said, all right, we're gonna get. All right, I don't want to rush it. We're gonna. So this was supposed to be a video shoot. Lil Baby's a popular rap artist in Atlanta. But as you can see, when you popular, you pulling up, you already got people with their phones out saying, yeah, baby, look, he in her. And that's all it take. That's all it take for somebody who, you know what I'm saying, is your opposition to get notified to go ahead and slide, man. I'm just saying, I don't know nothing about this situation. I'm just bringing you all the news and everything out the city that's been going down with the situation. So let's go.
Baby just pulled up on us. You know, we doing it big around it.
And now that I look at it, hold on. Wait a minute. Slow it down. Let's go back. Who that look like right there, y'all? Let's slow it down.
Up on us, you know, we
pause it. Who that? Ain't that buddy who was walking up there with the yacht who we were like, dang, who is that? Law enforcement? Maybe that been security. Maybe that was security, you know what I'm saying? Because he do look like the big heavy-set gentleman who I was just referencing in the other video. So maybe TMZ, like I said, TMZ is hit or miss, man. But I think they got valid information. That does look like the dude. Do I need to go play it again? Oh, y'all didn't even get to see the dude. All right, peep this dude right here. This is what we gonna do. Look at this dude right here. You see that dude right there? Make sure y'all can see the screen. Boom. You see buddy right there. Now let me take you back. And what we gonna do? We're just gonna run it back to this part right here. Now check this out. Double tap the screen as soon as you come in, and we breaking down this whole Lil Baby situation. All right, now look, you're gonna see the same dude. Now this supposed to be the footage where we hearing cannons and all type of alleged stuff go off.
What the fuck? Where you at?
Boom. Who that is? Hold on. Ain't that the same beard? All right, boom. So now that I know I ain't tripping, we on the same page. I think we back on the same page. What we doing? What's up? You just gonna be in the chat? What we doing? Are we on the same page? We are back and we are active right now. Now that definitely like the same dude. Now these streets is so crazy because again, you're gonna hear the police in a second. Well, let's just run the clip. I ain't gonna keep holding y'all, man. Let's just get straight to it. Let's run that clip right back. Let's get straight to it. Share out the video.
A half dozen alleged gang members are charged in the shooting deaths of two 13-year-old children and wounding an 11-year-old. Investigators say the deadly shooting of the innocent children stemmed from a bitter gang rivalry. Channel 2's Tom Regan joining us now live in Southwest Atlanta, where that shooting happened last July, Tom.
Yeah, Karen, as you can remember, the shooting of these three children shocked and saddened this entire community. Atlanta police vowed to track down those responsible, and after an investigation that spanned many months and included wiretapping, they made these arrests.
These individuals that we have shown in this.
So let's just be honest. I'm not making this stuff up. Don't get mad at the messenger because I'm bringing you the news. Because I had my nosy ass in the business and I'm bringing you the closest look. They talking about wiretaps, man. We just seen Buddy in the what the heck is going on, man? But my thing is that the overall bigger picture of it, rappers are under attack. Entertainers are under attack. The craft of rap is not just an easy bag anymore. Let's be honest. Rappers live a dangerous life. You got to watch out for your ops. You got to watch out for 12. And you got to watch out for the influence that, well, we're just going to let them break it down.
A half dozen alleged gang members are charged in the shooting deaths of 2 13-year-old children and wounding an 11-year-old. Investigators say the deadly shooting of the innocent children stemmed from a bitter gang rivalry. Channel 2's Tom Regan joining us now live in Southwest Atlanta, where that shooting happened last July, Tom.
Yeah, Karen, as you can remember, the shooting of these 3 children shocked and saddened this entire community. Atlanta police vowed to track down those responsible, and after an investigation that spanned many months and included wiretapping, they made these arrests.
These individuals that we have shown indiscriminately opened fire on that apartment complex, resulting in these 3 children getting injured and killed.
Police say the 7 men arrested are gang members who were in the midst of a turf rivalry when they shot and killed 2 13-year-old children, including Lamont Freeman, as they celebrated his birthday July 2nd.
The overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear.
Investigators say the gang rivalry that led up to the shooting was sparked by an Atlanta-based rapper.
Decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings.
We obtained the arrest warrant. It states the string of homicides started with a shooting and a Lil Baby rap video. Investigators say the gunfire that resulted in the children's deaths was a gang retaliation orchestrated by phone by someone behind bars.
There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang. And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas.
Some who live in the neighborhood welcome news of the arrest, but doubt it'll stop gang violence.
Shooting is not a problem. It's the people that come into the community that doesn't reside here. But, I mean, it's messed up what's going on.
The Atlanta office of the FBI assisted APD in this lengthy and very complicated investigation. We're told that 5 of those who were arrested were already in jail on other charges. Live in Southwest Atlanta, Tom Regan, Channel 2 Action News.
Now, my thing is what I don't get. She say shooting is not the problem. It's the people who come on over here that shouldn't be up. I mean, shooting is the problem, and people coming over here to shoot is definitely the problem. Now, boom, I wanted to run that back because there's a few things that were said in that clip. Number one, the police obviously said that why would you as a rapper come to a rival area and shoot a music video? I mean, we learned one thing we learned about the AP and the gang force is they know the streets. They know exactly what's going on, and we know they got people out here who work with law enforcement. We know this. We know this. They're celebrated. They're celebrities. We know this. Now, what they just said is basically they got the phone call that whatever happened that we just heard happened that day. After that, a lot of other stuff started happening. So basically, he must have didn't shoot the video. So he ain't get to shoot the video. We seen why he didn't get to shoot the video. Now that he didn't get to shoot the video, they say some beef started happening. Now, again, this is a 8-month to 9-month situation, and they just getting to the bottom line. So let's get to the next part of this whole story. But again, I want to show you this clip because it's things like this. Not only are you in the wrong neighborhood, you got people who definitely gonna pop out who see you in real time. When you in the hood, man, it's always somebody outside, man. So who you think recorded this little clip we about to watch? Who y'all think recorded this?
There he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some. tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how we doing this type of tacos, baby.
Huh? Tacos? He came to get some tacos. I need the streets. Come on, man. I need y'all to keep up with me, man. How many people think Lil Baby? There he go, y'all. Y'all need to hurry up and get here. He came here to get some tacos. This is giving me the vibes when Lil Dolph went and got them cookies from Makita's kitchen, man. Let's be honest, man. Hit the like button. Let's get it started, man.
Like life like a movie, like a book. So, you know, certain people that's in like the first scene, second scene, and you know what I'm saying, first chapter, third chapter, second chapter, they ain't meant to be a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? The whole ride. You know what I'm saying? They meant to be a part of the history. Right. They ain't meant to be there the whole time. Right. A lot of people don't understand that, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that and know that. It just, they meant to be there for a certain amount of time. Some people be.
It's we in the streets with it. These YouTube streets. Let's build it. Content after content.
Pull up, baby.
Y'all gotta pick. Come on, man. Come on, man. Pull up, baby. This look like this came off somebody's story. Code word taco. Allegedly, man. The underplay. I mean, the overplay for the underplay. Shout out to Cooler, man. Shout out to Big Cooler, man. For real though. That's exactly what this is. Just tap it. James said, just tap it, man. Double tap the screen. Let's get the lights up and let's get right back to it. But this, I think, was the first. I mean, this is one of those things you can't do. But if you know you in a certain section that, you know what I'm saying, you probably shouldn't be in, and you know you got folk talking about, come up, pull up. Y'all, we're going to play this one more time, uninterrupted. Y'all just let me know if I'm tripping.
Go, there he go. Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, because you already know how we doing this type of tacos, baby. Pull up.
They say because you already know what we doing with these type of tacos, man. These folk about to eat his whole plate, man. Somebody came to eat his whole plate, man. Let's be honest. Allegedly, man. Allegedly. And that's definitely the big guy who we just seen running with the Nina.
Up, baby. Lil Baby just pulled up on us. You know, we doing it big around this month.
All right, boom. So let's get into the next clip. Got something else for y'all. But I think we can definitely confirm that might have been a little lineup.
In Atlanta.
Investigators say members of a hyper-violent street gang are behind the shooting deaths of 13-year-olds Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman last summer.
Atlanta News First reporter Joshua Skinner joining us live at 5 from the scene of that shooting in Atlanta's Oakland City neighborhood. Joshua?
Yes, police announcing today, as you said, those 7 arrests. 2 of them were made today in relation to the double murder that took place here at the Sparks Apartments back on July 2nd, 2024. And since then, thousands of man hours have gone into making those arrests, but authorities say the work is not quite complete. Police say it was a gang hit gone wrong.
Grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves.
Just after midnight on July 2nd, 2024, 13-year-olds Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis, as well as 11-year-old Dontavius Davis, were shot outside this apartment complex in Southwest Atlanta while celebrating Freeman's birthday.
Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes.
Today, police announced 7 arrests associated with the Goodfellas gang. Richard Hollis, Ollie Caldwell, Reginald Thomas, Marcus Crawford, Keontae Sanders, DeKeithion Mabel, and Traydon Crawford.
These individuals that committed the crime here on July 2nd were dangerous individuals that, if allowed to remain free on the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, were going to use guns again to harm.
Police say the shooting was ordered by a high-ranking member of the Goodfellas from a legally obtained phone at the Hancock State Prison, sparked by a rap music.
Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. It's two things. First off, Hancock State Prison. Y'all don't know this if you're new to the channel, but that's the same state prison that I was in. Hancock State Prison is a closed level 5 security prison. This is another case of contraband phone, man, with the wiretap. I'm telling y'all, man, send it to all your partners. Let them know, man, these folks is playing a dirty, dirty game. They know the phones in prison. They know the YouTube going streets going crazy with the folk that tapping in from prison. And you know they tapping the lines, man. Wire tap, man. Let's get right back to the content.
Video filming in a rival gang's territory. Police did not identify the rapper involved. However, a Lil Baby music video was being shot in the area near the time of the shooting.
You know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible.
That info was obtained by the APD Gangs Unit. But with the final arrests just taking place, it's been a slow, thorough process.
These kids were innocent victims.
Now, the FBI was also involved in this. They're still offering the APD a $50,000 reward for any more information that leads to more arrests in this shooting. APD said.
Now, let's be honest. Let me hear. Hold up. I don't want to. It went fast. How much? Because you already know how y'all think the 7 people got arrested. Come on, man.
APD a $50,000 reward for any more information.
They said $50,000 for any more information. Let's be clear. $50,000, man. You think, and then not only that, they showing you that telling is what's up. So these folk is getting put behind bars off a wrong or maybe a bad decision to go shoot a music video. Cause let's be honest, Lil Baby ain't pull no triggers. We all know that. But all they need is to try to tie this together in a wiretap phone call from Hancock State Prison, y'all. Follow me. To go get these folk picked up on this case. Now, what they trying to do with the Lil Baby, and why they throwing his name in it, because I think they got more, man. Allegedly, it might be more to it. Why are they making such these blatant statements that we are hearing when they say things like, where is it at? You know what? We're going to get to it. Let's just finish this up.
Information that leads to more arrests in this shooting. APD said, by the way, more than 5,000 man-hours went into this case, and more still likely to come. Reporting live in Southwest Atlanta, Joshua Skinner, Atlanta News First.
And now to this, Atlanta police say that they've made arrests in connection with the gang-related shooting that claimed the lives of 2 13-year-old boys last summer. This was a triple shooting. It happened in July of last year, killing 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis. Jacody's little brother, DJ, was also injured in the shooting, and police announced And now to this, Atlanta police say that they've made arrests in connection with the gang-related shooting that claimed the lives of 2 13-year-old boys last summer. This was a triple shooting. It happened in July of last year, killing 13-year-old Lamont Freeman and Jacody Davis. Jacody's little brother, DJ, was also injured in the shooting, and police announced 7 suspects in this case, including arrests made just yesterday. The shooting happened as the boys were on the stoop of their apartment complex at the intersection of Sparks and People Street in the Oakland City neighborhood. And police believe that this shooting was retaliation for a rapper shooting a video in a neighborhood they say he wasn't supposed to be in.
No.
So what I gather from that, y'all, is basically, so this incident with these 2 young boys would seem like brothers who would settle. This is crazy. 13 years old, was outside on their porch, on their stoop, when somebody came into the drive-by, probably who knows what these guys be aiming at. But I don't think them two youngins was what couldn't have been the targets. But maybe who knows, y'all. And
Overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left two of our children in graves and a community in fear. And we know in these communities that strength is about building community, not destroying it. And in this case, leaving two young people in their grave.
Right now, there is a $50,000 reward available for additional information related to this case.
So what I want to do, I'm gonna remove that. We about to get up out of here, but before we do, let's get it. We're gonna react to, because this is all breaking. So, but what we gathered is Lil Baby was in a rival gang area that allegedly, and he wanted to attempt because I don't think he shot the video. It's an attempt to shoot a music video, which didn't end well. We seen one of the guys who was literally standing beside Lil Baby with his guard, with his whatever his utensils out, and we heard some things. We don't know what we heard, but we definitely heard some things, man. Let's see what the updates are, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Make sure y'all can see the screen real quick. All right, bet. Get y'all with the updates. Wait a minute, we don't need all that. I'm gonna mute that. So I guess we're gonna start by let's take a look at the community. I mean, 13, that's young, for sure. That's definitely young.
I'm joined today by our actually very brand new special agent in charge of the Atlanta field office, Paul Brown. Welcome, sir. I believe this is your first week here in Atlanta. Glad to have you with us, already hitting the ground running, and the long-standing support the Atlanta Police Department has had from the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Also joined today by Major Pete Malecki, who is the commander of our major crime section.
Hold on, there's one thing I forgot to show y'all. You gotta excuse me, I'm a bit rusty. It's been a minute, 90 days, really.
And police say that this was all the result of tension, a beef between two gangs. The 11 Alive's Erica Murphy is live from police headquarters with the very latest. So, Erica, what led police to these arrests?
Well, Ron, they say that a wiretap between a man sitting behind bars and some of the suspects is one of the things that tipped them off to all of the people they've arrested so far. They also shared that the plot for this deadly shooting runs deep. In fact, we have confirmed after looking over arrest warrants for the 7 people implicated in this deadly shooting that one of the people they're looking at is Atlanta-based rapper Lil Baby.
Video evidence depicted several people in this community pouring out of their apartments, attempting to triage wounds attempting to transport persons to the hospital.
On July 2nd, a shooting at the Oakland City West End Apartments claimed the life of 13-year-old best friends Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. The pair were gathered to celebrate Freeman's birthday. Another child, just 11, was also shot.
This Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life.
Officials say Atlanta police, along with the FBI, have been working for months to bring the people responsible for taking these two young lives to justice. Major Ralph Woolfolk says that the killings are tied to a gang rivalry that escalated during a video shoot.
Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been.
In all, 7 people have been arrested, but 2 men, Ollie Caldwell and Traydon Crawford, were just arrested. Now, police say there is now a $50,000 reward to bring everyone who might be involved with this shooting to justice. And we also want you to know that we've been hearing for months through tipsters that rapper Lil Baby might be involved in this, but today was the first day we were able to report it because we confirmed it through those warrants that we looked at. Reporting from Atlanta Police Headquarters, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive.
As well as Major Ralph Woolfolk, who oversees our violent crime interdiction section. The last time we gathered here as a police department with the media, we were asking for help from the community to be able to bring to custody the murders of 2 13-year-olds in our city. I met just a moment ago with the mother of one of those young men, Michelle Freeman, and we were talking about the journey she's been on. The morning that she lost her son, 13-year-old friend of his, and an 11-year-old that was in that day. Now celebrating a birthday party when gang violence and gun violence found its way to Spark Street. And Ms. Freeman knows that she has the condolence and the support of the Atlanta Police Department. It was there on July the 2nd. It continues today. And we made a commitment when we stood before you last time on Spark Street that we were going to identify the murders in that case. And not only were we going to identify the murders in that case, we were going to bring them to justice. And we're here today to give you an update on everyone being brought to justice that committed those crimes. Those crimes were just not against the Freeman family or the Davis family. Those crimes were not just against the Oakland City community or here on Spark Street. These crimes were against all of Atlanta. Because when gun violence touches this neighborhood and can claim the lives of 2 13-year-olds, it touches every Atlanta neighborhood. And since those early morning hours, this police department has not tired in identifying who committed those crimes and bringing them to justice. And I want to acknowledge a number of the units that have been working since that morning and that have not stopped. Our homicide team, our gang unit, an analyst working out of public safety headquarters, the district attorney's office, and the FBI. And these individuals that committed the crime here on July 2nd were dangerous individuals that, if allowed to remain free on the streets of Atlanta, Georgia, were going to use guns again to harm. These individuals cannot just be taken off the street without risk to law enforcement. And thanks to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, our Apex unit, our ACE unit, and our fugitive units, we have taken into custody the last 2 individuals that we have sought for this horrible crime. And we couldn't do that without the community. Because if you remember the last time we were here, we were going door to door on every home in this neighborhood asking for the community support. So for everyone that has provided a tip, that is called Crime Stoppers, for everyone that has worked with our investigators, I want to thank you. Because everyone has a role in keeping Atlanta safe. I'm going to turn the microphone now over to the special agent in charge of the FBI field office. And Sack Brown, I do want to thank you for all the work that your team has been providing. Long before you arrived in the city, we've had a strong partnership with the FBI. And for us to be able to stand here and tell the Atlantans we have removed 2 more dangerous murders off the street, we want to thank you for your role in making that happen. Thank you. All right.
Thank you. I'm Paul Brown, the special agent in charge of FBI Atlanta's division. And it's first and foremost, I want to offer my deepest condolences to the Davis and Freeman families. No family should have to bury their 13-year-old children. The FBI is here as part of our joint efforts with the Atlanta police and other law enforcement partners to solve cases just like this. The FBI assisted this case. It's part of our ongoing commitment to APD to combat violent crime and gang violence that's plaguing our communities. Everyone should feel safe and secure in their community and their homes. Atlanta's violent crimes and gang squads work every day with APD and our other law enforcement partners in concert and through our Atlanta Metro Major Offenders Task Force and through our Atlanta.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It is sad, like, you know, for sure. Those two young boys. The violence is senseless. The music, I don't understand how it ties in with Lil Baby, because the only thing we see him being really, I can't even call him guilty, because you're a rapper. You may feel like you can go anywhere and shoot a video. Who's to say that he intentionally went over to, because let's be honest, the officer is the one who painted the picture that said he was in a rival gang area. How do they know that? I'm not saying that they don't know what they know about, but I'm just saying, how do we know that for sure? Because what it looks like is that everybody who's involved, like they just said, is the 7 people that we seen in this picture. Let me pull it up. In this picture right here. Now, the only thing about it is, you know they're not going to show their head in hand. But for them to basically tell us that they have a wiretap from somebody who was in Hancock State Prison, the same prison I know about because I was there before. I know about Hancock. But that don't even matter. What will matter is the fact that these phones are in prisons, and everybody knows phones are in prisons, but these phones are in prisons and they tapping them. And then they using the same phones that they tapping to gain knowledge about what's going on in the streets. And we got to goddamn, we gotta smarten up. 7 people done got tied up in this right here. These 2 youngins, man. Gone too soon. They that's definitely too young, man. That's too young, man. And you know the APD, they painting the picture right now. They painting a nasty picture, but for that man to say, you know who you are, come on, man. Like, that's basically antagonizing Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying, the rapper, because it making him feel guilty, when if he was initially guilty, they would have had him tied in with these folk right here. But the honest to God truth is, if y'all been paying attention so far, the violence ain't come from the Lil Baby side. It came from the other side, and the retaliation that's been going back and forth, allegedly. And that's if I've been listening correctly. But let's get back to it.
Safe Streets Task Force to get violent criminals like Tredon, Crawford, and Ellie Caldwell off the street. We will continue to use every resource available, working with our partners, to include the Atlanta Police Department, to keep our community safe. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon. I'm Major Pete Malecki. I'm over our major crime section. So as Chief Shearbaum stated, several weeks after this incident took place, we were out here holding a very similar press conference, and we were asking for the help from the community. In just a moment, I'm going to show you some pictures of 7 individuals that we were able to take into custody in conjunction with this tragic incident. I stood here and told you the story how on July 2nd, just after midnight of last year, we had 2 13-year-olds and 11-year-old celebrating the birthday of Lamont Fremont. He had just turned 13.
Man, hold on. You know what? Just like I'm looking at the picture. All these folk on this picture look way past 13 and 11 years old. Man, whatever I don't know how y'all involved with this situation, man. But this is definitely a throwaway of your life. My melanated brothers and sister. What done happened? I don't know, but we about to get to it. About to get right to it, man. This is my live reaction.
And he got to experience about 30 minutes of being a teenager before his life was taken. And when I turn it over to Major Woolfolk, he's going to discuss some of the investigative techniques and really the gang involvement and the gang ties that led to this incident taking place. But one thing I want to make absolutely clear, and I said it then and I'll say it again, these kids were innocent victims. So when we talk about the gang involvement, these 2 13-year-olds and this 11-year-old, they didn't have a gang involvement. We didn't have interactions with them as a police department. They were good kids in the community. And unfortunately, futures, their lives were taken. So I do want to thank all.
Now that makes a lot of difference when he put it like that. So when we look at these two youngins, man, let's be honest, even as two young fly individuals, they don't have no gang affiliations. They was literally just outside in the wrong neighborhood, man. Come on, man. Shots fired, a bunch of BS going on. You got somebody stupid enough to think that they had a secure line on the phone talking about do this and do that. And these folk just seen the longest trial in the Georgia state history in Georgia, giving it up like no other, man. And y'all still doing this type of stuff, man. What we talking about? Share out the live. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Let's get to it.
All the community members that gave us tips and information on this case. And while I can't say necessarily that one individual tip,
because guess what? He's not gonna tell you the individual tip, and I'm gonna let him ride out. But one thing you got to know about this street dudes, street people. When you get kids involved, man, when you get youngins that's innocent involved, man, you know that justice be right behind the movement, man. Justice for these two youngins has looked like it's been served because they got everybody tied in. And we looking at these folk, y'all too old to be going out like this. Now y'all got to spend the rest of y'all lives because you know they about to give you that goddamn whoop wop. You know what I'm saying? The way they gearing up right now, that they trying to come at the Lil Baby, allegedly. They mad at Lil Baby for trying to shoot the video. All he did was try to shoot the video. It was unsuccessful. It was successful, but this goes and tell you, like, the only reason it came out, because it's been whispers. It's been whispers in the YouTube streets. It's been whispers in the streets that maybe APD is looking at Lil Baby, after the YSL, whoop the whoop. After Lucci coming home, whoop the whoop. Anything moving around in the city, whoop the whoop. No, whoop the whoop. Gonna call whoop the whoop. Come on, shout, y'all know exactly what's going on. These folk got wiretaps. These folk tapped into the prisons. You think you made a phone call to a shot caller, he calling shots just to get more time. They say two of the individuals that they got was the last two because everybody else was already locked up. And I'm pretty sure they was locked up for other stuff that ain't even had nothing to do with this, man. These folk locked up already. You know what I'm saying? And two young men who don't even gang bang lost their lives. Come on, y'all. What we doing?
broke this thing open. Each tip is like a little puzzle piece. And we took every one of those, glued them together, and we're able to thankfully bring this case to resolution. And I will say that even though we have made 7 arrests, we never stop working cases. So if anyone has more information, we would ask that you do bring that forward, provide that to us, and we will certainly investigate every detail of those tips. So right now we're going to show some images of the individuals that we have made arrests on. So 5 of these individuals we already had in custody, we had arrested. Some of them were in jail on previous charges not related to this. So once we establish probable cause, we're able to serve the jails in which they're housed with these arrest warrants. So the first one there is Mr. Sanders. Let's flip in. Richard Hollis. Reginald Thomas. Marcus Crawford. Mr. Mobley. Tradon Crawford. And Tradon is one of the individuals that we took into custody yesterday. And then the final 7th individual is Mr. Ollie Caldwell. If you notice with these individuals, 2 of them share the same last name. It's because they are brothers. So it seems like there was some type of family history of gang activity, gang involvement. And unfortunately, on the night of July 2nd, that escalated to 2 13-year-old children losing their lives. So I'm going to turn it over to Major Ralph Woolfolk, and he will discuss a little bit of the gang conflict and some of the investigative techniques and procedures that we used to get us here today. So thank you.
Thanks, Major. My name is Major Ralph Woolfolk of the Violent Crime Interdiction Section. And I first want to say the overall theme of this case is grown men playing gangster that left 2 of our children in graves and a community in fear. And we know in these communities that strength is about building community, not destroying it. And in this case, leaving 2 young people in their grave. I want to thank the community that was here with our investigation team from the inception of this incident. Out on the night of the incident, we not only received investigative assistance from this community, but we also saw a community that was full of compassion and love. Video evidence depicted several people in this community pouring out of their apartments, attempting to triage wounds, attempting to transport persons to the hospital, and making several 911 calls from this community that were used throughout our investigation that led ultimately, with their assistance, to some of the apprehensions in this case. I want to also thank the FBI, who has not only been an incredible partner to us throughout this investigation, but has also been a consistent partner to us throughout our fight, as Chief Shearbaum always says, against gangs, guns, and drugs. We have had a consistent partnership with the FBI that has aided us in suppressing our violent crime. And for our team members internally in the Atlanta Police Department that spent countless hours, investigative hours, a tandem approach, collaborative approach between homicide, between gangs, between our ACE unit, between our intelligence analysts, and several other internal units throughout the police department that spent countless hours working this case. I remember getting a call from the gang unit over 4th of July weekend, asking to go up on a wiretap investigation. And subsequent to that call, the next 48 hours were spent on the phone with our district attorney's office, who was a great support to us throughout this investigation and trying to stand that T3 up. And through that investigation, our gang unit sacrificed vacations. Our gang unit sacrificed time with loved ones, sacrificed relationships throughout the course of this investigation. In 5,424 man hours from July 10th through October 30th, that was spearheaded by the Atlanta Police Gang Unit in a wire room to ultimately assemble key facts and elements leading us to where we are in the investigation. And for the investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city.
How we feel about this, y'all? At this point, we about to wrap it up. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. We well over an hour, but guess what? The job is not done, but we back active. I just wanted to make sure that you know it. Oh yeah, you know it. We back in the streets with it. TV at you again with another video, and I'm sorry it had to be this one. 2 youngins lost their life, and the only thing that we can say is behind it is some grown folks, man. Unacceptable. Women and kids, the streets done lost their minds. Let's get back to it.
And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in a...
Now, my only thing about that, I'm gonna be honest. How do he know for sure that Lil Baby knew he wasn't supposed to be over there in that section? Allegedly.
Subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
Now we at the meat and the potatoes of the whole situation. This would be the statement that got everybody going crazy. He said straight up, we're not stopping till we get you. In some type of affiliation situation. We don't know exactly, but let's just be honest, man. Lil Baby got good money, good lawyers, and guess who lawyer he got, man? He got the same lawyer that Young Thug had, man. Brian Steele is on the case. And let's just say, he is not known to lose the race. If they would have had Lil Baby on this, they would have already had Lil Baby on this. But when it come to wiretaps, cops taking time off, the time off, sacrificing vacations for wiretaps, ain't no telling. It just ain't no telling, y'all. If you're new to the channel, double tap the screen and subscribe.
Ultimately, there are components of this investigation that led back to a prison in the state of Georgia where an illegal phone, a contraband phone, was used to orchestrate these acts. There was a hit called by a high-ranking gang member on the opposite side of that opposing rapper's gang.
Now, see the thing about it, my brother, my heart goes out to the family again. But I think if he had Lil Baby people on them wiretaps, I think Lil Baby learned from the YSL trial. The wiretap jail phone calls is a no-go. And if you know, then you know what a no-go is. But they got who they wanted. And as much as he say contraband phone, at what part of the wiretap did you not know that the person that you were listening to was inside of a prison? But these are the games that they play to get the justice. In this incident, justice that was definitely due to those two young men that lost their lives, and even the 11-year-old youngin that was injured in this incident that had nothing to do with them.
And I'll tell you today, that gang was Goodfellas. Goodfellas Criminal Street Gang being one of the most hyper-violent gangs in the city of Atlanta. And we will pursue you relentlessly in making sure that we keep this city safe and suppressing violence throughout our city. And lastly, I'll say, as Major Malecki indicated, there is still a $50,000 reward that is on the table for additional information in relationship to this case. And our detectives and our officers, through all of the internal units and external units that you see here today, will be knocking on doors and working with this community that has been so resilient to collect additional information to continue to move this investigation forward. Thank you.
We'll now open up for questions. We'll start on that side with Tom Regan.
Yeah, these three juveniles, I mean, was it a crossfire situation? Were they targeted? Was there a gun battle between rival gang elements?
No, there was not. We do believe that the three juveniles, two were killed, one who was injured, they were just outside on the steps celebrating a birthday party. We don't believe that they were the intended targets of that gunfire. But these individuals that we have known criminally opened fire at an apartment complex, resulting in these three children getting injured and killed.
And one quick follow-up question: the person who made the call for a hit from prison, that isn't one of the people who are already in jail. This is another individual we're talking about.
Yeah, the individual that orchestrated this from Hancock State Prison, he was already incarcerated.
So he's going to be charged in this, of course, too.
Yeah, he has been charged.
Yeah, so I have a couple questions. The last two people, I know that you said that one of them was Trayvon Crawford. Who was the other person that you just arrested? Ali Caldwell. Okay. And so then are we going to name the the gang on the other side? You named the Goodfellas, but what's the name of the gang that's affiliated with this rapper that we're not naming?
Yeah, at this time, so not to compromise the integrity of this investigation, we will not be naming that gang. It is a hyper-violent hybrid street gang here in the city of Atlanta, and there's subsequent information that will follow in the upcoming preliminary hearing.
So these guys that were arrested were Goodfellas members?
Yes.
No further questions? Chief, you can just remind everyone.
Crime Stoppers, you know, again, I want to commend the dedication of the men and women of the Atlanta Police Department. This is a case that I was regularly updated on, and Major Woolfolk and Major Malecki gave you some oversight, but they are understanding when they talk about the commitment of the men and women of this department to bring closure to families and justice to this neighborhood. That is for every homicide we do.
We got to talk about that. So again, I told you was gonna get the most information that none of the other bloggers are probably talking about. Now, Lil Baby team is not behind these two youngins. Now, the game that they playing is to still put the death on Lil Baby team because they're saying Lil Baby team was wrong for even going over there to that side or that section where you wasn't supposed to be, which led up to a shooting, a separate shooting. I want y'all to understand that there's been a many shootings that they're not putting the whole thing on the table. It's kind of like they paint a picture, but this is a shooting that happened as well that led up to more shootings. Now, from what they saying, Lil Baby team is not been indicted or locked up for any of this because this is work of what would the officer say, the Goodfellas street gang. And when asked about the other side, you see they won't name the name, but you know the streets is already talking and everybody already saying the name. But one thing that we did see is that there's an open investigation going on right now. But let's be honest, y'all. 50K is on the table. They want more information. I think they need it. I think they ain't got Lil Baby. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they got him. I think they need more information. Let's go.
And so as I stand here today, there are clearly family members watching that still are waiting for justice for this family member. The commitment that is arrayed behind me, that I see around this group, is still active in every other homicide that we have open at this time. So Crime Stoppers, we encourage everyone, if you have information that will help us to bring justice to another family of this city, please use it. Do your duty as a citizen of this city to be able to provide information. And I want to thank you to the members of the media. You oftentimes have delivered to the community information that has caused individuals to pick up the phone and call Crime Stoppers or to use the online version to give us information. So thank you for what you keep our city safe. And just again to the men and women of the Atlanta Police Department, wherever you serve, thank you for what you're doing for the second year on the road to reduce homicides in the city, robberies in the city, and shootings. I appreciate you all and so appreciative of the work you do across the city. Thank you all very much.
Chief, did you say the mother of one of the victims?
That's correct.
Would she care to say anything?
And she didn't step down here today. We were speaking with her before this, but yeah.
Thank you, everyone. For more information, just make sure you visit the APD Public Affairs website. There you'll have the details. I'll make sure you get all of the pictures here. I have extras. I got you covered. Let me allow them to get out of this shot, and I'll take care of everybody. All right.
So there we have it, y'all. The closest look that we gonna get right now. Hopefully this information clears up a lot of the things that's going on that's being said. Shout out to Flip Mode that's came through. Salute to everybody that watched the replay. We gonna get up out of here. This is a bit over my time, but we had to do it. That being said, peace out and y'all stay blessed.
Real talk, what you gonna do when the pressure on? Fans listening, it's tap you dead wrong. no, trap nigga, getting money. Bitch, I'm plugged in, I get packing, you can't friend me. I've been hustling all night, yeah. Baby, I've been hustling all night, yeah. Baby, I've been hustling all night.
I've been grinding and hustling, trying to keep the money coming.
I'm real dope boy shit, I love that money motion. I'm outside early in the morning, ain't no birds chirping. Everything coming off the scale, you know that clock working. That nigga be hanging from straight and that shit monkey.
Got some haters in my circle, don't want to see me make it.
This shit get wicked in the city, but you living fast.
Yeah, I'm going up like stairs, Freeman and locked up chairs. They act like they was there.
You gotta read your P's and Q's or get left on the news. Gotta pay attention in the trenches, gotta listen in the trenches. Gotta be aware of your surroundings when you're thugging in the trenches.
Streets, I stay 10 toes. Big money, it never fold. Me with gang, you'll get on low. Street bay, pull up UFO. In the hop, I jump like a toad. Backwood, it green like mold. Eliante, diamond, they froze. Thank God for the life I chose. Got the heart of a lion. No, I ain't having no fear.